You're good now.
All
Yeah.
right. So a very, very warm welcome. Thanks so much that you took off the evening to learn a little bit more about the alkaline lifestyle and alkalizing the body. So for me, this is also kind of a new format. Usually I do lots of lectures and educational events, whole day seminars, but due to Corona, this is a new medium for me. So I never did a Zoom meeting before. So I hope everything runs very smoothly, and I'm very grateful, Hannah, and of course Choices Markets, for enabling us to do this. So I really, really hope that I have some good inspirations for your life to increase your health and wellness. And I would suggest, concerning the procedure for this lecture for this evening, I have a really nice, that's what people tell me, really nice presentation, and I love to follow through with that. And then at the end of the presentation, I suggest we do like a question answer session if people have some questions about all the information. You don't have to write things down. We record this session so you can listen to it afterwards. And also we have some really good brochures available on our website. You can just download them and wherever you are, read them and get more information. So I think at the end of the presentation, people can start to chat, raise their hand, I guess, and then we're going to unmute them. So the presentation is about 1 hour, and it's going to be 70–80% hopefully really valuable information for you to uplift your health and your wellness. And then I'm going to introduce you to some alkalizing products by Dr. Jentschura, which helped thousands of people. But again, for me, the most important thing is that I love to give you good information, good inspiration to really make a difference. So usually what I do is I invite people to sit down after the lecture and write down what things you're going to implement in your life, what things you're going to change, what things you're going to stop doing in your life, because it's really important to make sort of a health/business plan. Yeah, if you start a business, if you start an education, we all have to focus our mind and do things anew, focus our energy, write down things, make, so to speak, a business plan. Right? And I want you to do that for your life, for your health, for your wellness, and that's really, really important.
Everybody, then I mute Stephan as well.
All right.
We're good. We're good. Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry, Stephan.
No. It's all good. We tried out something. So everybody's good. Everybody can hear me? Fine. Everybody can see the presentation?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so let's go to the beginning. Yeah. Are you open to boost your immune system, health, and vitality? Yeah. Everybody motivated here? Perfect. Okay, so let's jump into the matter. So the newest research from Germany speaks about pH level. I really want to make you super interested in the topic. So everybody's very scared because of the coronavirus going around. And to get your attention, I want to let you know about the newest research from Germany. There's a Professor Hormonal, and he found out that an alkaline intercellular pH value inhibits both coronavirus infection and virus replication. So if you create an alkaline cell environment, you are on the super safe side. Coronavirus is irreversibly inactivated, only survives for minutes. Yeah, everybody understands this? So this is really crucial. It's a crucial lecture. It's life-saving, and it's super important to make a really big difference in our lives. Okay? Perfect. Everybody here on the same page? Okay, so the biochemical law is that our blood must be always alkaline. We are alkaline beings. Okay? Everybody familiar a little bit with the pH level? Yeah? 0 is 7 is neutral. It's from 0 to 14. Under 7, it's acidic. Over 7, it's alkaline. From 7 to 14. The interesting thing is that it's logarithmic. Yeah, and as a result, each pH value below 7 is 10 times more acidic. Yeah, so just to give you an example, 6 is 1 digit lower than 7 neutral, but it's 10 times more acidic. If you go lower, 5, it's 10 times more acidic. Everybody here enjoys a strong coffee, espresso in the morning? Yeah? Strong espresso, similar to energy drinks, pops, have a pH level between 3 and 4. That's 10,000 times more acidic than our blood. So the body has basically an acidic shock. Yeah? It needs to chemically neutralize these acids and toxins in order for us to stay alive. Yeah? The blood must be always in a very small alkaline range. So otherwise we'll die right away. That's a very, very crucial information. Any medical doctor will say, are you with your pH nonsense? Because the body has so many pH levels. You know, you have very acidic tummy acid, you have your saliva, you have your urine, and so on. The blood must be always alkaline. The body can buffer anything. Yeah, that's what a normal modern medicine will tell us. The body is able to buffer anything we pour or we drink, but it's very logical that there's a price to it. If you have 20 coffees per day, your body will really have one acidic shock after the other, and it needs to chemically neutralize. It takes minerals out of our mineral deposits, the skin, the bones, the scalp, the teeth, and it neutralizes acids and toxins. So that's why the metabolism is so activated when we drink our morning coffee. Everybody is on the same page here? All right, our blood must be always alkaline, 7.35 to 7.45. That's the juice of our life. If it's not alkaline anymore, we'll die right away. That's a very clear law of the universe. So any human life comes out of alkaline solution. Very few people know it. Amniotic fluid has a pH level of 8 to 8.5. And we all grow up basically as embryos in a high alkaline solution. Yeah, 8 to 8.5, it's basically 10 to 15 times more alkaline than neutral. So it's a really important information. And what is interesting is mummies love their babies very much, but unfortunately most mothers are very ignorant, because after 9 months of high alkaline amniotic fluid, full bath, that's how we grow up in the mother's womb. Mothers want to do something really good. They buy bubble bath, they buy lotions, baby lotions, and they're all very acidic. Very few people know this. Most skincare products have a pH level between 5.7 and 6. Yeah, that's 10 to 100 times more acidic than our blood and our alkaline fluid. So that's really important information for everybody. All right, I'm Stephan here. We speak about the Alkaline Restart. I used to be a professional athlete, a former top athlete. I learned to be an Ayurvedic therapist, and I am an alkaline coach by Dr. Jentschura. That's a little bit my background. And let's jump right into the biochemistry of our life. This is how we start our life. Yeah, this is my son number 2. Babies are very popular because they are full of healthy, happy energy, full of radiant life, great smell, baby soft skin, all organs are free of impurities. That's for most people the starter package. Okay. We created a very acidic Western lifestyle. Yeah, the typical North American lifestyle is loaded with acids. I really go quickly through this. You can study this on brochures we have on our website. Meat and meat products are loaded with sulfuric acid. Soya beans, eggs have sulfuric acid. Sugar, everybody knows that sugar is not really healthy. Sugar sweets, white flour products. Our popular baguette is loaded with acidic acid. Pop's energy drink, very acidic, phosphoric acid. Artificial sweetness, formic acid. Coffee, black tea, red wine is tannic acid. Cacao, chocolate, instant coffee have lots of oxalic acid. And any pain reliever, as the name says, it's acetylsalicylic acid. Yeah. So typical diet, if you go to a hospital, typical diet, if you go to a school cafeteria, is basically loaded with sugar, with acids, with toxins. And that's the way basically how we created our life. Also, lots of fast food restaurants basically serve this kind of food. Lots of very expensive restaurants do the same. So it's very acidic generating. Not very healthy. Yeah? Acids due to behavior. This is something very few people are aware of, that the hypothalamus gland is producing lots of acidity if we have an anger attack. Our behavior, our state of heart, our mental state is also very important concerning our acid-alkaline balance. Very few people are aware about that, but it plays a really, really important role. Lack of exercise, shallow breathing creates carbonic acid. That's why everybody is super happy when you go for yoga or you go for your walk in Mother Nature. We deeply inhale and we exhale, and the body is detoxing via our respiratory system. Yeah? Too much exercise creates too much lactic, acetic, and uric acid. And of course, stress, anger, as I mentioned in the beginning, creates lactic and hydrochloric acid via the hypothalamus gland. Yeah? So people, educated people more and more make sure that they have a healthy diet, lots of greens, lots of vegetables. But if we still insist of, for instance, driving Italian with 20 anger attacks every day, it's not good for our system. The body is flooded with acidity. So I always tell people, any path to health and wellness is also a path to enlightenment. We need to find peace in this world, even on a biochemical level. That's a proof for it, right? If we are very in imbalance, lots of anger, lots of stress, that creates a strong imbalance on the biochemical level in our bodies. Yeah? So anything too much, alcoholic, shopaholic, workaholic, everything is in imbalance in our system. Yeah, it needs to be brought back into balance. We have too much acids in our body, imbalance. And of course, you cannot read it, it's belief in lack. Most of us are brought up, that's basically the human predicament, that we all believe in lack, right? We feel separated from the universe, we feel separated from God or the love of God, and that's a big ache. And out of this pain, basically, we do lots of stupid things. Yeah, as I said in the beginning, lots of anything with alcoholism, workaholic, shopaholic, that's all basically coming out of this, feeling of separation from the universe. So toxins are our world. That's also something everybody knows here. Nicotine, alcohol, not very good for us. Additive in food stuff. You guys do shop at Choices Markets, organic foods. It's good to buy clean, good food. Denture material, not good. Light and heavy metals, for instance, from deodorant. Dish detergent, washing powder, fabric softener, chemicals in clothing, furniture, carpets. If you buy a new fancy house, if you have a nice German sports car, everything off gases. Everything we buy basically new, there are lots of chemicals in it, just to let you know. Chemicals at work, vaccination, medicine, that's also a big topic. Any pill we ingest has side effects. Energetic contamination from cell phones, microwaves, and then we have insecticides, herbicides, and pesticides. So this looks all very dark, but that's basically looking at the foods, looking at the drinks, looking at our stressful lifestyle. So the acidic lifestyle, the modern Western lifestyle is not very healthy. It's very acidic generating. Little exercise or hardly any exercise. We all come from a background of hunting and gathering, running around all day, using the muscles, using the blood. The lymphatic system only works with with muscles pumping. If the body is not active, the lymphatic system is not working at all in detoxing our body. So we need to be very active. Okay, Dr. Jentschura here, the German guru of alkalinity. He did his research, is a biochemist, lots of really good knowledge. He wrote lots of books. We have available here, Health by Purification, really good book for everybody. Okay, so a little bit biochemical background here. So any acid and toxin we ingest in our body, the body needs to metabolize. As I said, we enjoy the strong, very acidic coffee. The body has a strong metabolic reaction because it needs minerals from our bones, skin, scalp, teeth to chemically neutralize. And then a neutral salt is created. That's easy for the body to excrete if it is only in limited amounts. As kids, as we all remember, the body, the cells are very alkaline. We can eat and drink whatever we want. We can, if we are teenagers, we can party all night. Lots of healthy, vital substances in our body. But the older we get, the more acidic the body gets. The cell is on the cell level. And that's due to 10, 20, 30, 40 years of an acidic lifestyle. But it's good that we learn from that and change. It's never too late. You can always turn around your life and be more healthy. Dr. Insurer says the body has the ability to become 100 to 120 if we take care of it. And that's really important. Okay, so our mineral deposits are hair, scalp, nails, teeth, skin, blood, vessels, veins, bones, capsules, and tendons. All right, so Dr. Jentschura's research, he found out that there are basically 3 types on how the body is dealing with acidic lifestyle. Too many acids, too many toxins. One type is reacting basically with structural damages. The body is corroding from the inside. Another type is excretion. It's also really very easy to understand, very logical. The body is continuously overflooded with acids, and it takes the skin to detox. That's basically the beginning of any skin disease. And the third type is deposits. That's the beginning of obesity. People store acids and toxins together with water and fat as a deposit and far away from the heart. So for women, usually it starts with cellulite, and men tend to have a beer belly. So Of course, these three different reactions are occurring in mixed forms also. So structural damage, that's the corrosion from the inside that starts as kids with cavities. You know, if we don't take care of our teeth, we eat too much chocolates, too much ice cream, cavities. Yeah, the body is starting to, the acids are corroding basically our teeth. Fragile fingernails, wrinkled skin, vein problems, ulcer, diabetes, inflammation, that's 10, 20, 30, 40 years of a acidic lifestyle, arthritis, very painful, and then Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and osteoporosis. And then in the final stage, it's a heart attack. Yeah, the body is basically completely corroded from the inside, and the vital functions are diminished. Okay, so if you cut your finger, what happens? Yeah, it bleeds, but the bleeding soon stops. There's healing starting. Yeah, the body is a big healing machine. Yeah, we continuously, our metabolism is metabolizing toxins and acids, and in excreting, eliminating these toxins and acids with kidneys, intestines, and lungs. But there's a capacity limit, there's a pain limit, and then the body is using skin and mucous membrane. That's any kind of sweating, smelling, itching, scratching, neurodermatitis. The body, the organs are overloaded, so the body uses the skin to detox. Pimples, acne, eczema, psoriasis, that's a big topic in North America. Fungal infections, bladder infections, your heartburn, hemorrhoids, badly healing wounds, open leg. That's for older guys, usually older men. The body is filled up with acids and toxins, and the wounds are not healing properly anymore. No, that's not nice. Yeah? For women, talking about excretions, very few women know that the monthly cleansing period is a phase of cleansing. Here, Hildegard von Bingen, that's a German lady in the Middle Ages, she stated that during her fertile years, a woman excretes her bad juices, acids and toxins, once per month. It really makes sense. Men and women are not only different on an emotional or physical level, but also on this metabolic level. Women have their monthly cleansing period, while men do sweat and smell more. So this is really very important to know. Why? Because with menopause, men and women's metabolize get more and more the same. So women have the first survival reaction if the monthly cleansing period is not happening anymore. Women all of a sudden get hot flushes, sweating, and water retention. Another way for some women is the demineralization of structures. All of a sudden, weak connective tissue, venous disorders, accelerated skin aging, gray hair, hair loss, and then osteoporosis. That's really a big topic for women in their menopause. And then a third type is the deposition of impurities. That's weight gain, rheumatism, and gout. So that all happens with menopause. The monthly cleansing period is not happening anymore. Same situation is with pregnancy. If you know somebody who's pregnant, this is all really important information. Women have to really take care of their bodies. They have a triple need of vital substances of minerals. Why? Because a new baby is growing. That pulls a lot of vital substances in the body. Second, the woman needs to metabolize for her daily activities. And third, no more monthly cleansing period. So women in pregnancy have to be really aware what they eat, what kind of body care they do, if they exercise, if they stay positive. That's really important. So lack of mineral consumption leads to weak connective tissue, stretch marks, hair, and tooth loss. Structural damage is diabetes. All of a sudden, pregnant women suffer from diabetes. And then also excretion problems, sweating, neurodermatitis, pimples, acne, psoriasis, heartburn, hemorrhoids. Yeah? And the third type is deposits. Yeah? Water retention, cellulite, and overweight. Women, of course, in pregnancy, they gain weight, yeah, because a new baby is born. But after birth, the weight should be going quickly. But for this type of women, the weight stays up, yeah, 20, 30, 40 pounds of overweight, and that's due to an acidic pregnancy. Okay. The pill and contraceptive means, this is also really important to know. If women basically manipulate the menstruation, it leads to a suppression of natural excretions, and that leads to congestion of acids and toxins. Yeah? So if you basically mess with the monthly cleansing period, there will be some challenges. So we want to learn from Mother Nature. Yeah? Excretions are symptoms of hyperacidity, and there are intelligent mechanisms to detoxify. Yeah? Modern medicine is super effective in fighting the symptoms. Let's take the excretion problem, psoriasis. Yeah, so you get cortisone, very powerful. It pushes back toxins and acids into the body. Yeah, our body wants to get rid of those toxins and acids. So with cortisone, usually the symptoms will go, but after 1 year, for instance, or 2 years of cortisone, people suffer from tumors. Yeah? So you cut out the tumor, maybe 2 years later, people suffer from cancer. Yeah? So we need to listen from our body. Our body gives us symptoms, and it really invites us to deeply listen and change things. Very easy, but it takes honesty, and it's not really, some things are just painful to look at. So that's really, it takes honest people. There's a saying, you only heal people if they are willing to change their lifestyle. And there's lots of truth about that, because the healing takes honesty and, of course, really integrity to change things in life. Okay, so the third type of how our body is dealing with an acidic lifestyle is the formation of impurities. Yeah, so this is the beginning of obesity. The body has an overflow of acids and toxins, too much coffee, too much stress, too much anger, too much steak, too much burgers, too much pops. And these acids and toxins need to be metabolized with minerals. Yeah, a neutral salt is created, but then the body is just overwhelmed. It takes water and fat, and an impurity is created. And this impurity is stored far away from the heart, because the body is a survival machine. So for women, this usually means cellulite. Yeah, it's too bad that you can't see that slide here. Yeah, women tend to have cellulite, men have them beer belly. First reaction of deposits is high blood pressure, water retention, your cellulite, your beer belly, H marks, fibromas, lipomas, cysts, gout, rheumatism, and then this is really easy to understand. You don't need to be a PhD. Stones, gallstone, kidney stone, bladder stone. This is basically stone hard, calcified toxins and acids. Yeah, the body is overloaded. It deposits those toxins and acids, crystallize in our galls, kidneys, and bladder stones. All right, so now we looked at the acidic lifestyle and the consequences, and Dr. Jentschura here, the German guru, he invites us to do 3 easy steps. Yeah, first is, it's really simple: avoid the harmful, eat and drink and do good things. And he invented a 3-step alkaline program everybody can easily implement at home. So I want to introduce to you, these 3 steps, and my invitation to you is to really implement them in your lifestyle. Okay, so let's start with avoid the acids and toxins, yeah? Avoid milk and cheese products, gluten and lectin products, too much meat, yeah? Even mainstream World Health Organization invites you to, or gives you a warning, if you have more than 3 times meat per week, you have an increased risk of heart attack. Salt and vinegar, I'm talking about industrial salt. Yeah, if you enjoy sea salt, that's very good, or Himalayan salt. Sugar and sweeteners, everybody knows it. Deodorants, it's about the aluminum, which goes directly via lymphatic system into your brain. Lots of diseases like Parkinson's are related to this aluminum deodorant. Yeah, household chemicals, no exercise is really not good. If you don't use it, you will lose it. And too much exercise is not good either. Then stress and fear, this is something we really, really, really need to take care of. Dr. Gundrin, avoid lectins. I don't know whether you're familiar with I'm very sorry, I'm back. I don't know what happened. Yeah, all good? 2 thumbs up? Hallelujah, great. Okay, so let's continue with the lecture. Okie dokie. Yeah, everybody can see it? Perfect? Good? Awesome. Okay, so lectins. This is something to look into, Dr. Gundry. Again, as I mentioned in the beginning, I love to give you inspirations, lots of information, and I invite you to follow up. Yeah, so Dr. Gundry, you need to Google it, watch some videos. He used to be a world-renowned heart surgeon, but working out, I think 5 or 6 times per day, and still having 20, 30 pounds overweight. Yeah, so a little bit desperate, frustrated. And then he did research about lectins and avoided lectins, took them out of his diet, and all of a sudden the weight was gone. Yeah, so if you tried out millions of diets and eat lots of beans, lots of tomatoes, lots of potatoes, nightshades, and you don't feel well, you're often sick, you might suffer from leaky gut, and it is most possibly in relation with lectins. Yeah, so lectins, to give you some background, are like gluten, sugar-binding protein. Yeah, they appear in soybeans, grains, red kidney beans, peanuts, nightshades like tomatoes and potatoes. And just some intellectual arguments. So basically no animal is eating tomatoes. Why? That's a theory, because they contain lots of lectins. Yeah. So if you resonate with what I'm telling you, you just try to avoid lectins, let's say for 3 to 4 weeks, and see how you feel. Yeah, they're connected with weak immune system, inflammation, leaky gut syndrome, arthritis, diabetes, and celiac disease. Okay, so just something to look into. All right, so now we start into looking into things we can do to really improve our health and wellness, our vitality. We need to indulge in organic vegetables, organic salads. That's what I always recommend to people, and for myself, for my family. If you can, 60, 70, 80% should be vegetable and salads. My wife and I, we have mostly every day rabbit food. Yeah, lots of salad, vegetables. green stuff, that should be the focus, yeah. And then you can have something with it, yeah. But the main focus should be on an abundance of vital substances, yeah. Green smoothies, juices, herbal teas, lots of water, aerobic movement, exercise, get rest and sleep, enjoy sleeping in the night between 9 and 10 o'clock, get a really good rest. Lots of spices with your vegetables and salads, spice up your life. Intermittent fasting, low carbs, yeah, really important if you don't work in construction, or if you're not a top athlete, yeah, you don't need 2 plates of pasta, for instance, yeah. So this is all things you need to look into. If it resonates with you, implement it in your life. Okay, so the pillars of love. This is something concerning the peace of your heart. I expressed earlier, I showed you a slide about emotional effects of anger and frustration and fear. The hypothalamus gland is creating acids. If I have an anger attack, if I indulge in fear, yeah, the body is flooded on a biochemical level with acids. So we need to really work on that, like the pillars of love, find the purpose of life, self-acceptance. Yeah, we usually expect our partners to love us, but having really problems with loving ourselves. Yeah, social relations. This is something very important. You need to have good friends, positive friends supporting you, being honest with you. An active life design. I always give a very simple example. On the left side, you can take the elevator. On the right side, there are the stairs. Your invitation, your commitment is to take the stairs. Yeah, do it. See?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. So we went through all that, right? Eat healthy, drink your water, do your exercise, sleep well, eat lots of spices, intermittent fasting, and low carbs. Yeah? All right, you see the next one? The purpose of life?
Pillars of love. Yes, exactly.
Purpose, very good. And Dr. Dispenza, it's all good.
Yep.
Now. Yeah? So Dr. Dispenza is somebody I really recommend to look into. He's a neuroscience scientist, and the theory is that the old ways of thinking and behavior create an old brain. This is a real science, and the old brain creates an old nervous system with an old body, with diseases, because we have childhood trauma, and that's all stored in our bodies, usually in our lower belly area, in our hips area. So Dr. Dispenza, he invites people to meditate half an hour, 1 hour in the morning, and create new thinking. Yeah? The new thinking creates a new brain. The new brain creates a new nervous system. The new nervous system creates a new body. Yeah? So it's really easy to understand. It really makes sense. So every thought we create has a certain vibration also, yeah? and a consequence on our well-being. So that is why it's very important to develop and cultivate as much happiness and love inside as possible. Okay? Yeah. So meditation is something, prayer is something we really recommend. The breath and the sound of healing. I have full weekend seminars. This is a slide we can talk about 1 hour. The sound of healing. There is a video about a group of old guys, and they've all suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, and they meet once per day, and they do their humming. They just have the hand on their heart, and they just do a humming sound, all these men. And then that really helps them to change their life. Again, post-traumatic stress disorder, war veterans, and they interviewed their wives. And that's really interesting. That's really important. You can say, I'm a changed man, but if your partner doesn't agree, so they interviewed their women, and these women said that their men are changing with that meditation. So something really beautiful. So we invite people to meditate. Another technique is meditation on the space behind your third eye. You can also use music to meditate. Just anything which brings you deeper into your body, into the core of your heart, really helps. Yeah. So this is something I always invite people to do as much as possible. Okay. So eat, drink, move like medicine. Eat and drink only the best quality, organic green salads, vegetable juices. Avoid junk food. If you eat meat, some people are blood type 0, their body work better with meat. Try to get only the best quality. Really important. Then move and exercise for your life. If you don't use it, you will lose it. As kids, we run all day around, full of energy. So my invitation to you is move as much as you can. Take the stairs, go for walks, try to do exercises. The second last point here is YouTube videos, weight training. Because most people say, my life is just too busy. I have 4 kids, I run 2 businesses. I don't have time to go to the gym. And then I tell these people that there's a little app called YouTube. Everybody knows YouTube. And in the time, normal people who have lots of time, they take their car, they drive to the gym, and they drive back home. That might be 2 times 15 minutes, 30 minutes. In this time, I already did my exercise. So you can do awesome workouts at home. For older folks like me, weight training, strength endurance training is very good. There's a big industry telling you need to eat lots of protein, which has a big question mark because too much protein is not good for your liver. But the idea or the marketing behind protein is weight loss, weight loss and muscle loss, right? But the muscles, you can eat so much protein, like 200 gram per day. If you don't work out, you will lose your muscles. So it's all about the exercise. That's super important. So I always ask people in seminars, do you have 5 minutes for me? And then everybody has to say, yeah, I have 5 minutes, because then I tell people, in these 5 minutes, you just punch in YouTube 5-minute workout for beginners. Even if you didn't work out for such a long time, you're very old, you're not very healthy. 5 minutes, everybody has 5 minutes. You Google workout 5 minutes for beginners, for older people, and then you have 10, 20, 30, 40 videos you can choose from. Buy yourself some light weights, and then I want you to exercise as much as you can. Really, really important. Okay, so Dr. Jentschura, I mentioned the German guru. He developed a 3-step program to alkalize the body. The first step is to drink lots of herbal tea, break up impurities. The second step is eating very healthy, lots of foods which are really high in vital substances, minerals, vitamins, secondary plant substances. And the third step is alkaline body care. So a long, full, and foot bath in a high pH level will chemically draw out toxins and acids. Really easy. You can easily do this at home. When I used to run the Ayurveda Wellness Center in Munich, I was always sending people who are very sick to do an alkaline cure in India. go to a very beautiful beach resort on a beautiful beach in India. Ayurveda, if you're familiar with that, it's a very old Indian healing science, very strong internal and external cleansing, yeah, getting rid of a lot of acids and toxins, detoxing the body. After 4 weeks, 6 weeks, people were usually returning back home really much better. Cancer may be reduced by 50%, 60%. So really good healing success. But the problem is when people come back home. When people come back home, they return to their old unhealthy lifestyle, eating patterns, no exercise patterns, and that's basically the problem. So out of a coincidence, I learned about Dr. Jentschura and his 3-step program, and the beautiful thing is that everybody can do that at home. So it's really something extremely important to implement lifestyle changes wherever you are. So this is also something you can invite your partner to join in. So good stuff. So he developed a 3-step program. For the first stop, he invites people to drink his detox tea with 49 herbs. Then we have a second step to neutralize and to regenerate. And the third step is long, full and foot bath, detoxing with a high pH level, getting rid of low pH level acidic toxins and acids. It really works. Just to give you a little bit heads up here, on the chemical level, you break up deposited impurities with a herbal tea. Yeah? Fat and water, this impurity, overweight, basically is stored in our tissue as fat. Mostly people say it's fat, but if you look really closely into it, it's usually acids and toxins with a mineral, water and fat chemically compound. Yeah. So a herbal tea, a very good cleansing tea, will split up this compound, but the acid and the toxin will be aggressive again. So that's really important to know. Some people do fasting on a regular basis, and they always wonder on day 2, day 3, why they have headaches or neck aches, a so-called healing crisis. This is a reason, because we don't eat, we don't give our body proper, healthy, vital substances, and then the body is splitting up stored toxins and acids, and the acid and toxin is newly aggressive again. Yeah? So if you drink a detox tea, you have to make sure, if you drink Dr. Jentschura's detox tea with 49 herbs, you have to make sure to drink lots of water with it, and also to make sure that you have that you give your body really lots of vital substances. Yeah. So Dr. Jentschura's detox tea, very, very popular. Tastes also very well. I have it every day, each and every day in the morning. I have a big thermos. I add some green tea because I love also the metabolistic input of green tea. So I had, for me personally, some green tea and 2 bags of the 7x7 Acker herb. It's 49 organic herbs. It tastes very pleasant. Every herb has a certain function. Yeah, in Germany there's a saying. The Germans love their sayings. God created a herb against every disease, or against each disease, and very few people know about this. Herbs are not so popular in North America. But the Germans still have a very old naturopathic tradition. So again, God created a herb against each disease. And Dr. Jentschura, he took basically 49 organic herbs and created this tea as a soft blood and cell cleanser tea. It contains all elements of the periodic table to dissolve impurities. Highly recommendable. And you enjoy your 1 liter or 2 liters of water at least every day. drink even up to 1 gallon per day. I love to drink. It's a passion. I always look around my wife and we drink a little bit like horses. Yeah, we love to drink water. Very beneficial for the body. Second step, once you split up this toxic and acid, you need to chemically neutralize. Yeah, you need to give your body lots of healthy, vital substances, have a very healthy green diet, vegetables, salads. And these vital substances, these minerals, are able to chemically neutralize these toxins and acids, and then the body can eliminate it. Yeah? So we need the organic minerals, organic vitamins, plant secondary compounds, vegetable enzymes, fatty amino acids, dietary fibers. They are the basis of our evolution. So you guys, everybody, each of you knows a lot for sure. I'm just wondering, I have a question. What do you think, how many vital substances are in an apple? Just as an example, you can also take a broccoli or spinach, anything you really love to ingest, but let's stay with the apple. What do you think, how many vital substances are in an apple? 10, 20, 100? It's over 10,000. Yeah, 10,000 vital substances are in one apple, and that's just really an example on how Mother Nature works. It takes all these ingredients and works in a compound. We human beings are very proud of our multivitamins, but these multivitamins are mostly chemically generated, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 10 substances, but they are not working in a compound. So Mother Nature, with the 10,000 vital substances of this apple, gives us a really beautiful example on how ingenious Mother Nature works. All right, so if people are in a very stressful situation, if their mineral deposits are depleted, we created a supplement called My Green Supreme. That's something I recommend for people to ingest. It's 6 supplements in one. It's gluten-free, it's lectin-free, it's organic, superfood, 36 ingredients. You have your greens, you have your reds, you have your digestive support, your probiotics, your metabolic and cell and immune support. It's rich in polyphenol, soy-free, sugar-free, no artificial sweetness. So this is something we created to support our whole body immune system, to offer the body lots of vital substances. It contains over 30,000 vital substances, My Green Supreme. Avoid the lectins. I already explained this slide to you. This is something for everybody to look into. A lectin-free diet. Lots of supplements, lots of greens are loaded with lectins. We invite people to just try it out 2, 3, 4 weeks, try out a lectin-free diet and see how your body feels with it. My Immune Warrior, that's something we also invented. It boosts up your immune system, creates energy levels and helps with your stress resistance. It contains bioavailable calcium and magnesium in the perfect 2-to-1 ratio. So I just quickly go through it. It has coral calcium, supreme, 75 trace minerals, Canadian ginseng, puncture vine powder, vitamin C. You have your aloe vera, thieback thorn, ginkgo biloba, grapeseed extract, and it comes also at a very good price. So this is just something to look into if that resonates with you. Yeah. So second step, loading your body up with organic vegetables, salads, green juices, smoothies, germ bud sprouts, seeds, fruits, and if you like, something like My Green Supreme. All right. Dr. Jentschura, he also created breakfast porridge. I forgot to mention the whole 3-step program is also used by the Swiss and Austrian Olympic team. So if you give your body really healthy, vital, rich substances, and after you work out, you do your alkaline detox, full body detox cleansing, you will improve your performance. So he created a porridge that's also available at Choices Market. It's a blend of millet, buckwheat, fruits and nuts. Great way to start your day. 100% organic, gluten-free, lactose-free, no added sugar, additive-free, rich in vital substances, high content in dietary fiber. It's easy to prepare, ready in 5 minutes, and it's easy to digest. This is something, if you guys are doing lots of exercise, I used to be a professional athlete. To get in my carbs, I've been eating my spaghetti and my pasta, and that was back then. And now we know to split up the carbohydrates in pasta, for instance, the body needs lots of energy. Morgenstund is something, the millet, buckwheat porridge, you can eat directly before you want to exercise, and it's really easy available carbohydrates. Another movement we notice is that people want to avoid carbohydrates at all. We don't really recommend that because we need really good long-chain carbohydrates to keep up the blood sugar in order for our brain to function. So no carbs is not very smart if you are a brain worker. Very good for kids. Usually you go to a supermarket, you have aisles and aisles with cereals, and unfortunately they are loaded with sugar. Sugar metabolizes to alcohol in kids, so it's not a miracle that lots of kids suffer from anti-attention deficit. So that's not good to load all this sugar into the little guys. They get crazy. So I mentioned the athletes. These are the Austrian Olympic athletes, Winter Olympic athletes, and they enjoy their porridge. So really good if you exercise a lot. You can have your porridge before, and the carbs are easy available. Okay, so this is something really, really popular for people to detox. The 3rd step by Dr. Jentschura, you do your alkaline body cleanse. It's very, very popular to activate the detox function of the skin. Very few people know that you have up to 3 million sweaty glands. The skin is loaded with detox potential. You have 300,000 sebaceous glands. So you can activate those. If you watch this slide, the body parts in red, these are the parts where you have the highest potential, the largest amounts of glands, sebaceous and sweaty glands. And I always joke around, where it smells the worst, we have the highest potential to detox. So we really can use this. I mentioned at the very beginning that babies, we all had an alkaline full bath when we were embryos, when we were growing up in the mother's womb. We have a high alkaline full bath in this amniotic fluid, and the pH level is 8 to 8.5. So Dr. Insurer, he said, just copy Mother Nature, and created this bath salt. And he says, babies are really known for their beautiful skin. Let's create the same pH level, 8 to 8.5, and let's create a solution with the same richness of minerals and a high energetic level. So he created Alka Bath. It's the alkaline body care. In Germany, it's called Meine Base. It is a bath salt which creates the perfect pH level to detox, 8 to 8.5. And it has 8 precious stones. They are finely ground for a very high healing energy. It de-acidifies, it detoxifies, no fungi, perfect anti-aging and regeneration. protects you from demineralization, hair loss, osteoporosis, from deposits. It activates the self-healing function of the skin, gives you a pleasant body odor because, of course, all these nasty smelling acids and toxins are sucked out of your sweaty and sebaceous glands, and it gives you silky, soft baby skin. So maybe some of you tried this already out. This is, yeah, what can I say? This is heaven on earth, the alkaline full bath. If we would be now in a meeting person to person, I would take my spray bottle, I would spray you, and you would feel how silky soft your skin gets right away with the high pH level. So it's really, really addictive. People love it a lot. But also concerning any skin disease, it really makes a big difference. We invite people to soak in at least half an hour. But now listen up, the world record is 8 hours. A guy with bloody hemorrhoids, he was bathing in the high alkaline solution for 8 hours and the hemorrhoids were gone. So it really, really works. If you want to detox, if you have any skin diseases, this is herpes zoster. If you can see, the guy here has pretty strong damage. And in the beginning of the lecture, I showed you a slide where Dr. Jentschura invites everybody to learn from our symptoms. So these symptoms, the skin disease is teaching us that the body is overloaded with acids and toxins, and it tries to get those toxins and acids out via the skin. Yeah? So we want to learn from our symptoms. Dr. Insurer, he developed a little device with needles. Yeah? So what he would do is he would use this device on the infected skin and make little holes. So the next step would be he squeezes those holes so all the infected liquid is pressed out. The body wants to get rid of those toxins and acids. And after that, brown shite here, that's a method. He puts people into a long alkaline full bath. Yeah. So this is only after 3 days. And to give you a little bit background information, Dr. Jentschura, he has also basically a clinic in Mexico, Mexico City, where they invite people to have 3 up to 8 hours full bath. It's a facility. They get very healthy foods, but they basically put in the bathtub, maybe watch movies, read a book, but stay in the bathtub for a very, very long time to really give the body the chance to activate the sweaty and sebaceous glands to get rid of those toxins and acids. So this is a principle behind alkaline body care. Okay, so foot bath works also very, very good. So you soak in your feet. The Germans with their sayings, the feet are the auxiliary kidneys. So you can really detox in long foot bath. These are the top athletes. They have a race over the Alps. And at the end of the day, the quickest way to regenerate is an alkaline foot bath. So it's these products are on the market since about 30 years. And this company, Dr. Jentschura, is super big in all of Europe. Big fans. If you Google Jentschura athletes, they have lots of videos and countless amounts of top athletes working with the 3-step program. Okay, so full bath, if you have the time, you love it. It's very, very good. You can do stockings. I do these stockings once in a while. You basically create a high alkaline solution, warm water. You use some of the bath salt, create this solution. You soak in thin stockings, and then you wear your woolen stockings here on top. And then you go to bed and you have the whole night detox. The high pH level opens the pores, and with the high pH level and the principle of osmosis, toxins and acids are pulled out of the skin. Very good with eczema, with any skin disease. Here you see the alkaline cuffs. That's for your arms or for your cuffs. All right. Brushing, that's one of my last topics. I invite people to, brushing gets more and more popular. Lots of yoga people love brushing, dry and wet brushing. Are you familiar with that a little bit here? Yeah, you heard about dry brushing? So dry and wet brushing, you can also wet brush in the bathtub every 5 minutes. So dry and wet brushing have 4 benefits. The first benefit is you activate your metabolism. The second benefit is you activate your lymphatic system. You really support your lymphatic system. Then the third benefit is that you increase your blood circulation with brushing, and you kindly basically have an exfoliating effect. So dry and wet brushing is very beneficial. We developed, Dr. Jentschura developed a certain technique. We recommend to people to brush to the ports of elimination, basically where it smells the worst, to use a little powerful language, where it smells the worst, armpits, genitals, that's the direction where we brush to. So we brush down to our genitals, we brush to our armpits, and then concerning hands, we brush down to your fingernails, and then you brush down to your feet. Okay, so it's a certain technique we developed. Some people brush to the heart or do energetic brushing, but we basically realize that we want to help the body to get away with toxins and acids from the heart. So you brush to the ports of elimination where it smells the worst. There's the highest chance to detox. So this is our recommendation for people. And Dr. Jentschura, he created a set of 8 brushes, very good brushes to dry and wet brush. The most popular brush is our energy brush with copper and zinc. So you can just use a few strokes and it creates oxygen into your body with the friction of the copper and zinc on your skin. Just a few strokes, very popular brush, also available at Choices Markets. All right, so to wrap things up, the 3-step program by Dr. Jentschura, you drink your detox tea. If you have health issues, you'd be slow on the tea because it will basically dissolve toxins and acids and the body needs to metabolize those. So if you have health issues, you wait 1, 2, 3 weeks with the tea and then you drink it. Then you eat lots of green healthy substances. You can enjoy something like My Green Supreme. That's also available at Choices. You can also get the Immune Warrior from us. And the third step is you do a long foot and full bath in Alka bath. You help your body to detox in long full and foot bath. And it's also actually really regeneration for your heart and your soul, because you take time for you. Lots of people have a very stressful life. We tend to other people. We have families, we have kids, we have parents, and hardly ever anybody takes time really to deeply relax inside. And a full or a foot bath is a real good time and a very healthy time for you. All right, some proof here about the power of the 3-step program by Dr. Jentschura. This is normal Canadian citizen blood. You see live blood analysis, the erythrocytes, they are clustered together. You see fungi, you see some parasites swimming around in the blood. So the function of the blood to transport oxygen and nutrition is not working very well. The blood does not look very good. So after 5 weeks of the 3-step program, drinking lots of tea, eating very healthy foods. And the third step, at least 1.5 hours full bath every day. The blood is almost perfect. Yeah, the erythrocytes are free floating, and that's very good. The blood is able to transport oxygen and nutrition all over the body. So very good. This is Miss Germany here, recommending the 3-step program by Dr. Jentschura. We have also pH Cosmetic. That's one of the few lines on the world which has alkaline skincare products. The importance of oxygen, Dr. Insurer, he developed 2 oxygen-rich products. I also like to just quickly introduce to you, he has hair drops for hair growth, 3x3, and a very good skin tonic, Miravera. It brings oxygen directly into the scalp, into the skin, and it's a very simple rule: where there is oxygen, there is no toxins and acids. So this is something just to know. Lots of essential oils, high energy, good stuff. 3x3 hair scalp. Then you have your Miravera for your face, for wound healing, scarring, and so on. We also have a nice bath shower. That's a shower gel by Dr. Jentschura, also with a nice pH level. If you don't have time for a full bath, but you want to do alkaline skincare, you can use bath and shower. That's a shower gel. All right. Room fragrance is something we offer from Germany, Olori. And I would say I'm kind of done with the presentation. My wish to you is stay happy, healthy, and alkaline. Thanks for being such a pleasant audience. And if you like to, we can go into some questions now. I think there's another 10-15 minutes available. If you want to win an alkaline starter kit, send us your email to info@youinfocusproducts.com. From all the participants tonight, my youngest daughter will draw one email, and then I will ask you for your address, and we will send you alkaline starter kit with Dr. Jentschura's Alka Bath, my Green Supreme, and one Alka Bath for your detox. Okay, so email me at YouInFocusProducts, and I will stop sharing now, and let's start the chat. And what else do I have to do? Participants. Hannah? Whoops. You want to say something? Let's see how this goes. I think Hannah left, okay? So, who has a question? Thanks so much, this was great. Thank you so much. Hannah had to leave. Yeah?
My name is Amni. I just wondered, they're selling a lot of alkaline water. Is that any good for you?
This is a good question. Thank you so much. Is everybody able to, everybody got the question? Yeah? Okay. So, alkaline water. Here again, we go to Mother Nature. Yeah? Spring water. I think spring water is best quality. Our bodies work very good with water which has spring water quality. Spring water quality is clean water. Yeah, no herbicides, no pesticides, no heavy metals. Clean water, and it is slightly alkaline. So 7.5, 7.8, maximum 8. Yeah. So we sell some alkaline water filters also on our website. People like water filters. I recommend water filters because they purify the city water. Yeah. You don't need to buy a machine for $5,000 or $6,000. Just get a really clean water you can email me also. I can email you
Mhm.
back. There are different options for good filtration systems. We have a filtration system here in our house. I have 4 kids and a lovely wife, and we have a filter system which costs maybe $300 a year, you know. But then there are also much more advanced, but I wouldn't spend more than $1,000. Yeah, maybe 700, 800, and then you get really purified water with a slight alkaline value. Okay, that's what you're looking for. Spring water. If you would live close to a spring, I would say get the water there. Okay, and drink lots of tea and lots of water. All right.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, some more questions.
Hi there, Stephen.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm quite interested in learning about the different mechanisms of diseases and how do you, the causes of diseases and what initiates them. And you mentioned at the beginning of the presentation that an acidic diet will lead to obesity and diabetes and heart disease. And these acids that are stored in the body, why does the body choose to store them rather than expel them immediately upon entry?
Yeah.
And could you explain, kind of, without going into too many scientific details, the biological mechanisms of why this occurs?
Yeah. It's basically a natural function of the body to metabolize these toxins and acids, but there's a certain capacity. Yeah? So let's say, talking about coffee, 1 coffee in the morning, the body can easily metabolize, but you have to see that you have a certain ratio between acidic generating and alkaline generating food and drinks. Yeah. And this ratio should be 20 acidic generating, 80 alkaline generating. Why? Because as I showed you in my second slide from this German professor, you want to make sure that your the pH level in your cells are alkaline. In the first 50 years or the first half of our lives, when we are young, like you are, the pH level on the intercellular level is much higher than in the second half of our lives. So it's really important to offer our body as much alkaline generating foods and drinks as possible. So you need to understand how your biochemistry, how your metabolism works. So we need to offer an overabundance of greens, vegetables, salads. Yeah, very important. And we have to exercise. We need to move our bodies, yeah, with love, and but continuously try to be more active as much as we can. Yeah. And the third pillar is basically that you try to be as positive as possible in your life. Yeah. So unfortunately, it's a complex thing. Yeah. Health, wellness, alkalinity is a complex process. I wish I could sell you the super pill, yeah, and your body would be full of happiness and bliss, and your cells would be eternally alkaline, but it's not happening. It's not existing. Excuse me. So we need to be really honest. You know, we have to see where are we in imbalance in our life, and then we have to do steps. Yeah, and gradually. I only have to give you an example on how the universe works. It's usually never from 1 second to the next. It's always a gradual improvement. Basically the same as the opposite. we gradually get worse in our body. It's also gradually. The universe has lots of time. So we have to use this time and this space and our energy and our money to do good things in our life. Okay?
Yeah, great, thank you. I'm also quite interested in reading the scientific literature.
Yes.
I don't know if you have a website that demonstrates the scientific effects of an alkaline diet that I could research.
Yeah, for sure. So info at YouInFocus Products is the email, and YouInFocus Products is the website. Yeah? And then under downloads, you're going to go downloads, and you can go on email also, and then I will email you more information. We have about this professor. I have a scientific excerpt I can email you. So good scientific evidence. Perfect. Okay. So I guess from my side now, I'm kind of done. I'm very grateful that you guys were attending, and I hope you get something out of your life. I kindly invite you to sit down and reflect on your life and see where you can implement new things in your life. And I wish you all the best. Okay?
Stephan, I have one more question. May I ask that?
Yes,
Are
of
those
course.
products available at Choices? What would be available at the Choices market?
Yeah, so I would kindly invite you to call the Choices Market before you go there to see what is available. But
Okay.
Choices does carry our brushes.
Okay.
Choices carries the tea, Dr. Jentschura herbal tea. Choices carries Alka Bath, Dr. Jentschura's Alka Bath. And they also carry My Green Supreme.
Okay, that's quite something. Okay, thank you so much.
And then again, please call them and say, do you have this on stock? And if they don't have it on stock, they're going to get it for you. And then we ship.
All right.
Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you very much. This was really helpful.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
very
very
grateful.
informative. Thank you so much.
Really
All the
enjoyed
best to you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.